What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. There's rumors circulating in the Twitter sphere that the Colorado Avalanche could be moving Matt Duchene. They've been, out there for a while and really come as a shock to absolutely nobody. But I figured I'd dish on them. I think the Avs will look to move Duchene and probably Gabriel Landeskog as well, as they look to really complete a full organizational overhaul. Because I wouldn't even call them an NHL team. They're a moving, walking, talking pile of dog shit put together that masquerades in NHL. Masquerading as an NHL team. That's just the reality of it. One of the worst teams in the last 2 decades in the league. This particular edition of the Avalanche, obviously they've had their share of success, but you got to look at what can you get for said players. And even though Duchene's stock is at an all-time low, you should still be able to get a good young defenseman and maybe a first-round pick, and maybe some extra party favors in a deal, because he is a very, very good top 6 forward in the National Hockey League. Now, the question is, who do you think the Avs would look to move him to? Where do you think they'd look to move him? 3 teams come to mind: New York Islanders, the Carolina Hurricanes, and the Nashville Predators. The Islanders, because they're going into an organizational crossroads with John Tavares up for a contract extension at the end of the actually at the end of this month, pretty much July 1st, and his uncertainty, given the fact that the team really hasn't given him a reason to stay. They suck. Getting Duchene to be a solid running mate for him, I think would make a ton of sense. I still don't see that being the case. Would Travis Hamonic and a first round pick, and maybe not Ryan Pulock, but there's whoever in their organization, it'd be something to think about. But I don't. I'm not totally buying that move. Carolina makes a little more sense. They've got a lot of really, really good young defensemen, and Colorado could really use them. Likewise, really use a quality young defenseman. Likewise, the Carolina Hurricanes finished weren't a great team offensively, and that was their Achilles heel and kept them from making the playoffs this past season. Duchene helps the team offensively, and Colorado gets solid young defenseman. Scott Cullen from TSN floated the idea of Duchene from Noah Hannafin. I think that's a big price to pay for Duchene, so I think Colorado have to give you a couple extra party favors if you're Carolina, but that's something to think about, a deal along those lines. And finally, the Nashville Predators. I think this is where Duchene is going for a plethora of reasons. Nashville 48 hours ago was playing for the Stanley Cup, and unfortunately, their lack of depth at center following the Ryan Johansson injury really put a damper on their opportunity to take out a team whose success is predicated upon their lead centers. Duchene and Johansson down the middle. The fact that Duchene can slide over and play the wing a little bit is a formidable 1-2 punch. I think if you're Nashville, you saw what you got to do to win the Cup. You were this close. And Johansson's healthy, that's a different series. And I think, if Mattias Ekholm and a first-round pick gets a deal done, then so be it. Do it. You look at outside of Kevin Fiala, Dante Fabro, and Vlad Kamenev, any prospect Colorado wants in addition to that. I think Duchene, who is a huge country music fan, by the way, loves the city of Nashville, would fit in very, very well off the ice, and then on the ice would be a round fit and round hole. And, they've shown time and time again that they don't have an issue rescuing guys from less than ideal situations. And I think for a guy like Duchene, who would go from one of the worst teams again in the last 2 decades in the league to a team that was 2 wins in the Stanley Cup, I think is and like that. Again, Mattias Ekholm, a number 1 pick, and maybe again, I'm not going to sit there and speculate. It's not going to be Dante Fabro, or Kamenev, or Patrick Harper out of Boston University. Colorado's always liked drafting BU kids, so Harper first and Ekholm. That got a deal done. I don't know. Something to think about. But I think Duchene will get moved, and I think it'll be to one of those 3 teams, with Nashville being the front runner. Anyway, that's all I got. Episode of the Power Play with CJ. Stay tuned for more episodes for the season and beyond. Later, guys.